I'm Krysten Peek here with Tre Johnson. We're at the U19 USA Basketball Trials. Tre, this is such a competitive group. You're one of the younger guys. What was your mentality coming in here knowing that you were going to be facing tougher competition?
I wasn't trying to think about the competition or anything like that. I was just coming to play my game and also just gel with other good players.
I mean, you had college coaches here the first couple days. The NBA guys showed up this morning. You guys were playing at such a high level. Does that impact your game? Do you try to up your game a little bit more when you see those NBA guys here?
No, I don't try to. I just try to stay and play my regular game like if nobody was here.
Yeah. And, I mean, on the EYBL, I mean, you got guys here that you're playing against in the EYBL, but you also have other guys on different shoe companies. Has anybody impressed you at all, either from the older guys that are in college or anyone else that you haven't really played against?
I expected everybody to be good because I don't think nobody that was not a good player would be invited. So I'm just thinking everybody's good, and I'm playing everybody to their strengths. So everybody's been just good overall.
Yeah. Okay, and on the recruitment front, you narrowed it down to a top 6. Kentucky, Kansas, Texas, Baylor, Alabama, Arkansas. What was it about those 6 schools that put them over the rest? Because, I mean, you're one of the top kids in the class.
It was just those 6 schools showed me the most interest, and then I felt like they had a good culture overall, a good program of winning.
Yeah.
And it just showed the most interest. They showed that they wanted me, so.
What have you been to all 6 schools for visits?
I haven't. I need to go to Alabama and Arkansas.
Okay. And when you're looking at Alabama and Arkansas, what are you looking forward to in those visits? Like, what questions do you want answered when visiting Alabama first?
Just where I can fit in, how they could use me, and then what their goal is for me. I'm trying to be a one-and-done player.
Yeah. Arkansas, I mean, Coach Muss does have success with one-and-done players. He's got 2, 3 in the draft this year. What do you like about Coach Muss and his program?
I feel like he's done good with kids that came from Dallas, players like myself. So that's one thing to look at.
I mean, have you heard from Anthony Black or anyone that's like trying to push you to Arkansas?
Yeah, I talked to Anthony Black a little bit.
And he's obviously trying to like recruit you there, right?
Yes,
Saying
he
good
is.
things.
He is.
Okay, in Texas, kind of the home state, them and Baylor are like the home state school. I know you've been to Texas. What do you like about that program, and especially with RT coming in and being the head coach?
I like what he did in a short amount of time, especially when he was in March Madness. And then I kind of have a good relationship with him. He was my dad's college coach when he was at Baylor. He was one of the assistants.
Yeah. With Baylor, I mean, is it just because your dad played there and you'd be a legacy kid and, you could kind of go there, like you said, like you want to be a one-and-done player, that's a focus, but how are they saying that you could fit into their offense?
Just being one of their guards, they give their guards lots of freedom. So me coming in and working on different things in my game and me implementing things on the court would be big for me, and that's one thing he lets his guards do.
Last 2 schools, Kansas, the Blue Bloods. Kansas was here. They roll 4 coaches deep for the first day. Do you guys pay attention to that? Like who's watching you, who's here at all?
I was kind of told they was going to come, but I don't pay lots of attention to it.
Okay, what do you like about Kansas? Like, I know you're very focused about fit and guard play, but when you watch them, what are you watching? Who are you watching?
I watched how they use Grady Dick, even though I'm not just a shooter, but even though they played him as a freshman, because he was one of the better players on the team. And then I like how they're like a culture of winning. They won a lot earlier, and they won another championship recently, so I just like their culture of winning.
Kentucky, what's been their message to you? And have you been on their campus?
I've been. That was the visit I had before Kansas, and their message to me was just being another one-and-done player.
Is this something that you envision, like you want to get done early, like after Peach before the season, or do you want to see how the teams develop and who's joining them, and then you can make your decision and kind of draw it out a little bit?
I for sure want to see what all the schools do with this 2023 class.
Yep.
But if I know where I want to go, first off, I'm going to commit.
Okay. Well, Tre, thank you so much for the update. For more information on Tre Johnson, keep it right here on Yahoo Sports.